G'day, this is Rodney Faggoter and I just want to introduce to you the Barkey Red Trails Park. Barkey Red, which is the trail ride park here in Barcaldine, Western Queensland. It's an awesome facility that's kicked off this year. It'll be fantastic. There's something for everyone. There's trail ride tracks for the kids and for the older riders and adult experienced riders. It's free. We're here at the start of the trails. We've just left off the parking area, and this is the sort of thing you expect to see around the trails here at Barkey Red. It's well laid out. Everything you see here, like all the different types of tracks, are laid out on the app and on the website. So you can jump on there, pre-plan it before you get here, get an idea of what you're in for. For the kids, for example, you might start with the Emu Chick round. It's a pretty easy trail. What you expect as you go around the trail, like it'll have this colour coding and the symbol of the emu. So as you go around, you're going to see those markers all the way. It's well laid out. You're also going to have like your pickup points if you have a breakdown or you're in over your head, sort of a bit beyond your ability to get around the track. You've got a pickup point, and there's exit points. But you can work your way down and look at the app, and it tells you all different trails and their differing degrees of ability that you need for them. This is the first of one of the pickup points. There's several around the whole track. It's a great place as a meeting point if you want to meet somewhere with your mates before you set off on the trails. It's also the pickup point if you have a breakdown, if the track's a bit over your level and you want to pull up and you want someone to pick you up. So you can ring your mum, dad, your mates and say, hey, can you come and help us out on our pickup 5? You might just have a flat tyre and you just might need them to come out and give you a hand. Plenty of space. You can generally drive a ute in, probably a ute with a trailer. Obviously not a truck in the scrub here, but a ute with a trailer you'll get in, and you can be picked up, or they can come and help and work on your bike and keep you on the road. This is an example of the markers you'll see around the different tracks. So this is the Wallaroo track. Each marker has a number, so they're numbered from 1 and then they get bigger as you go. So you might have a breakdown or you might be at marker 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to ring up your mates or your mum or dad so you know what marker you're closest to. There's also a number here which pickup point you were closest to. The only thing with the pickup points is you really need to keep going along the track to the next one. You don't ever want to go backwards on the track. The tracks are one directional only and should only be ridden, walked, whatever in that one direction. Around the trails you might see markers like this. Fairly self-explanatory, but they'll be bright yellow markers with the exclamation mark. They're going to be laid out anywhere that's been identified as a danger point. So in this case it might be a stump on the ground that's immovable, too hard to move. It might be a washout, it might be a rock, it might be a blind corner, something that you need to know about. So be aware when you approach these. If you can't see the immediate danger, then probably slow down so you can handle what's coming. In this case it's a stump, so you know to go around it. So watch out for these and you'll have a safe day. Here at Barkey Red, you're going to come across a few road crossings, so where the track will cross the road. With the facility here, it is shared with like the Barcaldine Town Common, so there may be other people on these roads. So the roads aren't the actual track, but you will cross them. So as the track comes across the road, you'll come across these markers again. You need to slow down, look left and right, keep an eye out for other people. It might be cars, might be people on horses, might be people walking. So one of the points you need to slow down and be aware. So as you see in the background, there's other roads. They're not part of the track. You've got to be aware of other people. So once you're back on the trail, you can ride your bike as you please, but just please be careful at the road crossings, and they're going to have these yellow markers. This is about the halfway point of the Wild Dog track. So this is a pretty demanding track, this one. So you're about halfway through and you see this sign, there's a stop sign here, which I'll explain in a second. So if you're about halfway through and you reckon getting back's going to be a good challenge, this is where you continue around, follow the orange tracks on Wild Dog. But behind us here we have the crossing. So this is a road crossing, and that takes you on the Mulga Snake track. So it's like an extra 30 to 40 minutes, and it's the most demanding, extreme part of the trails. So as you can see, we've got a stop sign. You make that conscious decision. If you want to cut out and do that extra part of the track, which is the mulga snake track, you stop at the sign, you push your bike through the track, through the gate there, and realise you are crossing a bitumen road. So that's a public bitumen road. Push your bike across, look left, look right, like any bitumen road, and there's another gateway across the other side. Remount on your bike, and then you've got your sort of 30 to 40 minutes of that track. You complete that track, and then you come back through these gates again, and then you can tack back on and finish this wild dog ride. Righto, so yeah, thanks for joining us at Barkey Red. Just remember there is an app and a website as well, but if you've got Apple or Android, you can download the app, and it explains a lot of that information about the different tracks, the layout, the pickup points, a lot of information in town, everything you sort of need to know. But just remember, it's the sort of trails that it's ideal if you're probably riding with a couple of friends, or if you're a young person, you want to have your mum or dad probably back in the car park. Just someone to keep an eye out for you. There may not always be phone coverage around the entire track, so it's pretty handy to have someone keep an eye out for you. Remember to have fun. Download the app or have a look at the website before you come out, and you'll be braced for the information you need to know.